Hey everybody, Angelica here and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be watching episode 7 of season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead. And I just finished the last episode literally 2 minutes ago, and we left off with Madison and Troy discussing the fact that Troy literally killed Mike and his entire family because Mike didn't look at him. Weird. Alright. And I gave the kid the benefit of the doubt. I think that's what Mrs. really gets me, is I really did not think he would do some shit like that. I'm like, being racist is one thing, but a straight up family murderer is another thing. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you don't like non-Americans. That's okay. Fucking disgusting, but like it's a far stretch to assume you murdered somebody, right? I mean, but apparently not. Apparently you kill families. So put a pin in that. Madison doesn't really care about it. Just wants him to be in charge and get his shit together because she knows his fighting abilities and his strategies as I don't want to call it a warrior, but like as a soldier, kind of as like a, he was built for this. Like Jeremiah, the dad, said, a couple episodes ago, he was built for this world. It was either the dad or Jake. I can't remember who it was, but they were built for this world. They were made for this kind of lifestyle. And Madison knows that. Madison understands that. And she thinks that he should be in charge. He should be running shit. And a part of me thought that she was playing into his, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but like his whole mom issue thing. Like I thought she was kind of like playing into that because she's like a guidance counselor. She understands what kind of person that he is. So she was trying to like get him on her side type thing. But now I straight up just get the feeling she full on agrees with the things that he does, but she understands that he's what they need for this kind of world, and she's okay with looking past his wrongdoings to see the good that he offers. I can't do that, but I can see where Madison's coming from. I just don't agree. But I'm always like that. I can see where people are coming from, whether I agree or don't agree. I can see where their thought process is, and she's thinking about what benefits my children, what benefits me the most, what's going to save us the most. And if it comes down who's going to save me, Troy or Jake, it's most likely Troy. I think Jake's the leader choice. I think Jake, in overall terms, is the right person to lead a group of people. Troy at his side as the soldier, the lead of the military in their group, 100%. But I can never in a million years see Troy giving a speech to regular schmegler people. One thing to give it to his soldiers and to the group of that he's training and they're about to go fight and stuff. But I can never see him consulting anybody in the group. I can never see him trying to negotiate or treaty or do stuff with other people, other groups. He just is a fighter. Straight fight first and do the question asking later type of guy. And I think that's not the right choice for a leader base. You have to have somebody who's willing to talk. And I just don't think that's Troy. I think that's more of Jake. But I can see why Madison's choosing Troy over Jake. I can see why she is. I just wouldn't do it. Like I feel like if Travis was here, he'd be on Jake's side, not Troy's. He'd be saying Troy is not a good guy. We should be not talking to him, Madison. We should not be fucking with this kid like he's a problem. Like if Travis was here, he'd be 100% saying that. So that's where I feel like I just don't, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot for me to be like, okay, Troy, part of the team. I do not fuck with this kid. I think he had a shitty past, doesn't excuse the shitty person that he is, and he keeps doing stuff that's very questionable that I don't fuck with. Whether that was holding the knife to Madison's neck, whether that was killing the family, whether that was the way he keeps eyeballing and talking to Nick, it's just, I don't like any of it. I don't like the way the kid rubs me the wrong way, all right? I don't like the guy. But I'm really interested in what his character is going to bring to the story and what his development will be with Madison and how that's all going to entail and how that's going to go. So I'm really curious on that. So I'm really just excited against the episode. Don't forget, I do have Patreon for full length and early access. You can catch any of these videos up to 10 weeks early. Those will be in the description down below, and I also will be eventually live in the comment section. I'm just waiting until I finish the show to avoid spoilers, but trustably, once I finish the show, we'll be talking about favorite characters, favorite scenes, favorite episodes, all that fun jazz, because I am digging the show way more than I expected it to. I don't love it as much as The Walking Dead if we're comparing episode 1 to season 1, episode 1 to season 3, episode 7 of this show to the same amount of episodes in season of The Walking Dead. Yes, I love The Walking Dead more. But I think this is a really close second. Like, I genuinely am vibing with this show. I am liking it way more than I expected it to. And I just know I'm just going to get more into the characters. Like, I know people like Alicia. I know people like Nick. I know people like Madison. They're just gonna grow even more than they already are. You know, Daniel, Strand. If we do see Ophelia again, like, these characters are just gonna get better, I feel. I hope none of them get worse. I hope none of them become people I don't like. I would hate that. I would hate for any of them to turn out to be like, oh yeah, they ain't shit. Because that happens. Sometimes you get a character and you love them, but then they do, so they cross a line that even you can't forgive them for. And I hope none of these characters do that. I hope they don't. But let's just get into this episode. So let's just do it. Let's get it. Let's go. And I'm kind of pissed off at this thumbnail because I'm 100% sure that Ophelia was in the thumbnail. We'll find out if that was Ophelia. It was either Ophelia or somebody else that was like a woman. But it looked like Ophelia with like a fucking busted eye. And this is why I said thumbnails. I wish there was a way for me to avoid the thumbnail. I don't know how you can avoid it. I don't know why shows do that. Any thumbnail for a show should just be a tree, a building, rocks, water, you know, a car. It should never be a fucking person that's supposed to be coming back to the show. It should never be like an area that we weren't supposed to be in and we haven't seen. Like, I don't know. A lot of shows will make the thumbnail a spoiler. And it's like, who the fuck chose that as the thumbnail? They should get fired. But I said I'm glad that Daniel's episode, a couple episodes ago, he wasn't on the thumbnail because that would have pissed me off. But I'm pretty sure Ophelia was on that thumbnail. Okay.
What are you doing here?
I was wondering who the fuck was chasing him.
Trimbles are dead. It was Walker's people.
It wasn't, actually.
Tell anyone you were coming.
You didn't want anyone to stop you, but this changes things. Talking to Walker right now, it's not a good idea.
This makes it more urgent, more reason to go, not less. I'm not doing this because of what you said, Alicia.
Right?
I'm coming with you.
No, you're not.
And you can't really stop her. She's got legs. She'll just walk. What's gonna happen, though, when Jake and Alicia find out that it wasn't Walker's people?
Hands. Gayla Taka.
Was he, like, killing walkers or something?
Hello, Taka.
You're 200 years too late for peace, Jake, but just in time for lunch.
What was it? Oh, it's a pig's head. Ugh. That's all bloody and shit, too. Hey, food's food, though, right? I guess I could clean it off and stuff.
Alicia didn't come home last night.
She's a big girl now. She's probably with Golden Boy.
Will you go to Jake's?
No, leave her be, Mom.
You, seen your daughter?
No.
Jake AWOL with some gear, and I know your daughter and him are, courting.
Could they just sneak past the guards?
There's a lot of acreage out there, so it could be.
Where should we start looking?
We don't.
What?
I can't spare another search party.
Point me in the right direction.
You won't make it a mile out there.
So what, I just sit around thumb up my ass like you?
You feel strong, son? Troy's taking on new recruits.
I'm in.
Nick, come on.
My father will never abandon the ranch.
Then we'll feed him to the crow, then Russell Brown and Vernon Trimble.
Russell's dead. The adobe burned.
That karma's overdue, but welcomed.
Vernon Trimble's dead, too.
I hope it was a long and painful illness.
He died with his family. You killed him.
Alicia, you sound so stupid.
Is this girl speaking for you?
I'm sorry, Loki. Did you just hear him?
We need the violence to stop.
Soon will, Jake.
He clearly didn't kill them.
3 down, 1 to go.
My father never did anything to you or your people.
Tell me, Junior, did the lies turn your stomach?
State police investigated this. They found no correlation between
Stop talking. You're boring me like you did in court.
Thought we had an understanding, even outside of court.
Understood.
Just because the court didn't find
When you came here with
anything
your
that
drunk
correlated
friends, I
your
was
dad
to
with
serve them
whatever.
their food with a smile on my face, tolerate their slurs, clean up their vomit in the toilet, and thank them for their pocket change tips.
Wow.
Now you have our verdict. You must vacate our lands.
I was hoping for a parlay. Chance to negotiate to avoid more loss.
Maybe you're right. If a parlay can spare blood, we can talk about it.
After we eat.
But your dad has to be willing to, like, give up stuff. I hate the thumbnail. The thumbnail's so fucking stupid. What a stupid thumbnail. God, that's annoying.
Here to sign up?
God, that's what a stupid thumbnail.
From home?
It's funny.
Oh, I'm serious.
That was so cool to see.
Madison okay with this?
Does she want to go ask her? You need her permission.
Why join the militia?
I don't know, maybe I feel bad about what I've done. You ever feel that way about anything? You know, you do something, then people die.
Call him out.
You should leave before worse things happen.
I got Travis killed. Now my mom has to bear that loss, and my sister's missing. I need an occupation.
I don't think you got Travis killed, but I can see why he thinks that. Because they were, like, looking for him and all that, like it all.
Too hard on yourself?
I want to protect us from the ones who killed the Trimballs. I saw was savage.
Not to spook the new recruit.
Yeah, because of your crazy ass. You're the one that fucking did it. I'm so happy to see her.
How the hell did you get here?
It's a long story.
Tell it.
That is a good question
And then I'll
because
tell you how I tried to find you and almost got goddamn eaten. I thought it was safe. We
No,
know we're
we were.
safe.
yeah, that was not cool at all.
Sorry.
That she did that shit.
Makes you feel any better. It's died after that.
It doesn't.
Kalataka found me.
I wonder how he found her
They're
though.
good people.
These good people, they killed a family 2 nights ago.
No, they didn't. Alicia, you're so dumb.
There was no mission 2 nights ago. Taka goes out with the war parties. He didn't. He was with me.
Oh.
We have a parlay. I need you to go back and tell my father the terms. We swap hostages and offer tribute.
Jake, your father's not gonna listen to me.
This is the only way.
You have to make him listen to you. You have
He
to.
guarantees my safety. His word is good.
Then I'll stay. Jake, your father needs to hear this.
He does.
From
Your
you.
father is so stubborn.
You have to sell it.
Do we have a parlay or not?
Yes.
It appears we do.
Yeah, a little haircut. Where's Daniel when you need him?
Do I have to worry?
About what?
I'd rather back the militia when we're attacked than hold the rear with the old timers.
You gonna go back to back with Troy?
Keep your enemies close, right?
Exactly. I like the haircut. He looks good. The short hair looks good on him.
Well, look.
You look different, but it looks good.
What? Ophelia?
Alicia followed me to Black Hat.
What happened to her?
She's safe. She's safe.
I made a deal with
Don't fucking Madison. You're tripping.
It's part of the custom.
Alicia's their hostage. I'm the hostage on this side.
What kind of barbaric bullshit is that?
The sooner I talk to my father, the sooner we get her back. And we will get her back. Walker gave me his word.
Walker is a killer.
No, he's not.
I promise you, I would not have left her there if I didn't think she was going to be safe.
I get their reaction. I'm not trying to be too judgy, but like,
at that point?
what is this reunion? Nobody gave Ophelia a hug. I already gave her a hug. I mean, she did leave them behind though, so I get it.
We call ourselves Pony Warriors. It was good shooting. Crazy Dog was an army sniper. We had waited there all day.
That was
We were about to head back when we heard it.
the shot that killed Travis.
I was on it when you shot us down.
You were lucky to have made it. We were hoping it was one of the autos.
Jake wasn't the only one. It's one of my family members. You killed him.
You hate me. Good. Maybe you can understand the anger I have towards the autos. Magnify that hate 1,000 times. Maybe you can understand.
I hate you for killing Travis, for thinking you know how I feel. You're just a hypocrite. Playing the noble Native American.
They need water.
Damn.
There's nothing left in their
That was real.
Drought's 5 years old now, and they're desperate. They're ready to take it from us.
Let him come.
You are stupid. Come on.
He seemed appeased by my offer to give him our bottle of reserves.
We might need them. One day, especially if we gotta share with those assholes.
We share, or we risk war.
You think I'll take one drop and not want a gallon? He'll want everything.
Yeah, we could lose everything, Dad, if we don't meet him halfway.
I'd rather be dead than meet with that son of a bitch.
Did you know he left my daughter behind with those...
Savages? And we got a lady in return. But I hear Alicia volunteered.
She's only 18.
Okay, so she is 18.
In the old days.
She's not in danger as long as we honor the parlay.
What planet are you on? I saw what happened at the outpost. What Walker did at the
Dude, Madison!
Play here, you can.
I'm getting really pissed off right now. Dude, the autos have been fucking their people over
See
for...
if my son can placate.
But you won't negotiate.
Madison.
What part of the white men have been
Kissing that
stealing their
man's mouth
shit
if he was
and
dying
spitting
to
on their
say.
culture and being
Jake can make his
racist
play,
to them
I can
for
tell you right now.
years?
This parlay.
What part are you not fucking getting that, Madison? Fucking idiot. So you're gonna agree with Otto now? Or with Jeremiah? That they're savages? That they're animals? Like, what is... Because your daughter chose to stay, everybody else is the fucking problem. You're not even thinking twice. You're not even considering why Walker's doing this. Do you think Walker's just killing Otto's family for kicks? For fucking fun? You think that the Native Americans are just savages? Is that what you think, Madison? That's really pissing me off. That she's being like that with this whole situation. Like, it's really getting me heated. I don't like that. Like, Madison's being very blind and biased to the group that she's with right now. It's actually fucking insane. At least Nick fucking sees it. At least Nick sees it. He might be cool with Jeremiah, but he knows that the group and what's wrong with people. At least he sees it a little bit.
Wouldn't he be buried?
It was.
I'm getting really pissed off about it. I'm sorry.
I desecrated his grave to save it from the auto. Generations trapped in this sideshow trailer travesty.
It's just fucking... The way Jeremiah talks about these people is just so fucking gross.
Great
It pisses me
grandfather
off.
forgives me. I can put all of this back.
Hopefully you can one day. It's fucked up. Get off their fucking land. Get off of their land. You can't just steal people's land.
I was thinking the other day,
Especially when, like, the government... I don't know. I feel like
the idea of an afterlife, it doesn't make sense.
there's way more to this than
Get out of this life.
Otto is letting on. Than Jeremiah is letting on.
It's all part of a grand plan. One that's been taking place before the dead walk.
Yeah, they've been doing this fight for years.
You know what apocalypse means?
The end of the world.
It means a great unveiling. When I started collecting relics to save them, I kept seeing a theme. Prophecies. What we're going through right now.
That's hilarious that his culture also
Here like the others.
predicted stuff with this apocalypse,
Like me.
just like Otto did.
It was foretold that we would not lose. After the apocalypse, all of this will be returned to us.
God, I still can't get over that scene. That really just
And
grabbed me the
Ophelia
wrong
is either
way.
lying or very stupid.
Shut up.
He's her father's daughter. She's not stupid.
Yeah, at all.
If Walker's gonna take this place,
Try to.
she needs to be on what she thinks is the winning side.
Shouldn't that be our side?
In her time with us, the world ended. Her mother died, father went mad, burned to death. I'd say Ophelia's for herself.
Oh, she's standing by Walker right now.
Because she has a reason.
Exactly.
Violent. He's brutal.
No, he's not.
I think he's gonna beat us.
I mean, he is violent, but
I have to get Alicia out of there now.
not the way that Madison thinks he
Jake
is.
says they're heavily armed.
It's not for no
we can't go
reason.
demanding.
This is not a conversation.
We'll just give the parlay
This
a
is
couple
not a
days.
conversation.
Yeah, is that what you do? If you're running things?
He's
No, I don't think so.
he's not gonna be running
You,
anything.
me, Nick, a few of your guys. We slip in. We bring her back.
You're wild.
The whole tribe down on her head.
And? Don't you want that?
Madison, do you hear yourself? You think you guys can accomplish that?
Jake's calling the place.
Thank
you.
you.
Owe me.
No.
Could have brought the whole ranch down on your head. Help me do this.
No, don't do it. You guys are gonna fuck up this whole treaty. You guys are gonna fuck up this whole parley. Because you're fucking paranoid. They're gonna come and grab her, and I feel like she's gonna tell them no. Because she's seeing what Walker's talking about. Walker's telling her his side of the story. He's here. You gotta hear both sides. Madison hears Jeremiah's side, and is just taking that at face value. But isn't saying, isn't wanting to hear a peep about what the other side's thinking.
I thought you and I should have a chat.
I got nothing to say to you.
I got a weird feeling.
Walker found you. It's good.
After you found her, though, so what did you do to her?
It's good you're not dead.
Is it?
If this negotiation works.
What do you want?
Did you, let her go?
I've been thinking strange thoughts. It's not your own sins that hold you on the earth and wandering in limbo. Crimes others done to you. Somehow, they're worse than the dead. With ghosts, they carry your sins. Nobody wants war.
Your brother does, or your son does.
Let's not complicate matters with old business. Fair?
I wonder what he did.
Say it's fair.
She's like, nah, fuck you. She don't mean it though.
I have someone bring you some food.
I wonder what he did to her. I told you guys, I told you. They're gonna take her.
I'm trying to rescue you, okay? Don't scream.
She's gonna wanna stay.
You're gonna get us all killed. If you kill him, I'm not leaving.
I'm so nervous right now.
No, you wouldn't think twice about slitting his throat and letting him turn.
You just started a war. A bunch of fucking morons. I'm sorry, Madison's fucking stupid, Troy's fucking stupid. A bunch of morons.
Someone's coming. They're not gonna make it.
Yeah, fucking idiots! You just started a war, bro. Madison just started a war. Why, Nick? Why? Because he's about to catch them, I guess? Oh, now it's going down. You just fucked up. Now it's going down. Now it's going down. Now it's going down. You just fucked up. You guys fucked up. I'm actually so annoyed that Madison did this. Like, this is the most irrational thinking I have ever seen. Like, they really thought they did something with this. I'm sorry, but like, I know Madison's our main character. We're supposed to be like rooting for her. They really thought they did something with this, right? They really thought they did something with this, but they didn't. They didn't. They did not do anything with this. Alicia was not in danger, so they didn't save her. She wasn't in danger, so they didn't save her. They accomplished literally nothing by doing. They accomplished literally nothing by doing this. This is actually not even. They started a war.
Congratulations, just declared war on Walker's
Sure
nation.
did.
Joe, they could be right behind you.
The mission was successful. We got the girl.
You were in danger.
Not till Troy showed up and started killing people.
The mission was a
I
success.
convinced him. I made the call.
You don't make calls. I made a deal with that guy.
Against your father's wishes.
To save all of
He
us.
played you.
You're
Walker
so
wasn't gonna
stupid,
negotiate
Madison.
with you. You never had anything. There was nothing at stake except Alicia's life.
You're so dumb. Alicia,
I
please
told
say
you
something to your
this
mom.
was Jake's show.
It was the right call.
No, it
Troy backed
wasn't.
He believed.
And bodies dropped, yeah?
Stupid.
Yes.
Stupid.
Why? Troy backed that call.
Exactly, because he's a psychopath. He's a serial killer.
Them that don't listen have to be brought to heel someday.
You know it's a problem when I'm agreeing with Jeremiah. You know it's a problem when I'm agreeing with Jeremiah. Madison has never been dumber. I might get shit in, like, people might give me shit in the comments, or I don't know if people are gonna agree with me, disagree with me. She has never been fucking stupider.
Dad now?
Like, actually never been dumber.
That's drunk.
Never been dumber. Like, she's actually stupid as fuck. She let her mom
Thought you'd be happy. I brought you
instincts
back.
cloud her opinion.
Tell me, how did Madison convince you?
Barely convinced her.
It was for her daughter?
No, she said, don't you want to kill people?
Even you're not stupid enough to try and pull off what you did.
Remember, isn't that what you want? We'll bring on the house down on him, remember?
Can't be doing it again now. And what does your death wish look like?
Stupid. A bunch of idiots.
I think you'd be happy if Walker took your scalp.
You sound stupid, Troy. Shut up. Look, what a fucking dumbass. I'm so
I'm gonna
sorry.
return Ophelia.
I'm negative this reaction, but
I'm gonna placate him with the water. While I'm gone, try not to kill anyone else, alright?
they're gonna kill him. That's
Brother.
what's crazy. They're gonna kill Jake now because of this.
You leave, I don't think you're coming back.
Troy. Jake has
Ask
to...
yourself if that make you happier.
Yeah, good. Say thank you.
You don't have to leave. You could stay. Or you could come with me. Wouldn't stay here if I were you.
I would not either.
Why?
This group is disgusting. These people are terrible.
What do you know, Ophelia?
Tell her, please.
What did you wrong at the hotel?
I want to know what they did. Please tell me.
Come with me. That's all I can offer.
Please, yes, go with them. Please, Alicia.
Dave,
Why not?
you see that?
Yeah. I'm sorry about Travis.
I feel like Jeremiah and his family, like these people, they did some fuck shit to Walker's people. Like I said, Walker's not just doing this for fun. He's a brutal man. He's cruel. Madison, you don't even fucking know him. How can you say that? But Jeremiah's a good man? Troy's a good man? Like, do you hear yourself? Like a fucking moron. What a moron. Both of them, idiotic, stupid. Look at this. Now look what your brother's dealing with because of this.
Hey, let him breathe.
Walker
You
knows.
broke the parlay, Junior. Stole the hostage, killed my men, all because I trusted you.
I brought you water, and I returned your hostage.
Not good enough.
I promise you. I know! I can still make peace!
There will be peace, but not as you envision.
Oh my god! Okay, she stopped him. Oh my god. Jake. Oh my god, Jake. You let your good...
Tell your father I'll finish the scalping of his eldest son when I see him next.
Fuck me, I'm sweating.
We'll cut apart his youngest son and feed him to the hogs.
He kind of deserves that. I said that.
Tell your father he
Not
will
him.
remain alive. Watch this.
Talking about Troy.
Before we burn him alive.
Jeremiah said, why do you think Troy did that, Madison? Why do you think he agreed to the story? Or agreed to do what you did? Because you said you're going to kill people, and he likes to kill people. He gets off on that. He's a killer, Madison. He's a serial killer, if you ask me, because he's killed multiple people, and that's what serial killers do. Kill more than one person.
White flag, hold up. Bullshit. Hold your fire, Cope.
Huh.
Walker thought I gave you information that got you onto the reservation.
As if.
What?
I think he means you really didn't seem to know much about their camp when we asked.
Like she trusts
I
you?
lost my home. Lost the people who took me in when I was left to die in the desert.
You shouldn't have left us.
You shouldn't have left us.
Take her out of here, okay?
This is fake. This is a ruse.
Tell Joe to take her down.
I think Jake's in on it.
So we can talk.
They beat up Ophelia, and they're setting this whole group up. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. This is all ruse. I'm not liking Madison this episode, like, at all. And I hope it reverses, but right now she's not my favorite person.
What do you think?
Nah, Walker won't sit back now that we've drawn fresh blood. I can get more info out of her.
No.
Back in LA, I told her father I'd look after her. I shouldn't have let her go back.
She's here now. Oh, put her to work. Watch her. She's your charge.
God, this episode's so
Stay
annoying.
with Alicia and me. We'll have to find something for you to do.
So am I a prisoner here?
We're all prisoners somewhere.
Madison, Alicia was never in trouble. She got a taste of freedom and now it's gone. The both of us.
Because of me.
Yep. Because of you. I'll say it. Nick's feeling it because he feels responsible for that kid dying. Not kid, but that guy.
We should take the fight to them, man. I'll soon wait for it.
No fire on the ridgeline. Indians are holed up. I'd say offense is the best defense.
Yeah, well, that's not what Otto wants right now, or Jake.
So what happens if Walker attacks while we're on the perimeter? Because it's a long haul back to the ranch.
Well, there's only 2 roads he can use, and we'll be on both of them with fast trucks. We stop him, we leave a suicide note, we fall back and we defend the camp.
Suicide note, what? One of our guys stays behind to fight to the end?
We're all willing.
Well, if it does come to that, I'll do it.
You feeling blue, Nikki?
No, I'm just suicide proof.
I know, he has overdosed a couple times and shit.
That's why. Hey, you're gonna stay within the fence.
You can't tell me what the fuck to do.
Go kamikaze another day.
You can go fuck yourself. Really? You can go fuck yourself. I really don't like this kid. I genuinely do not like this kid. I miss Travis. Nick's the only good soul in this show now. I like Alicia, but she's not like a good soul. She's a good person. Only so many people get that title of a good soul. Travis is one. Nick's the other.
Worse than what we've done. Yes. Trust me. Tore that man's skull off while he was alive.
Jake wasn't shedding any tears for McCarthy.
Jake didn't see this.
And I guess the Trimbles, that was bad too.
Yes. Worse in some ways.
How can you be so sure it was Walker killed the Trimbles?
She's gonna lie to her daughter? Oh, she's not gonna talk. Avoid the answer, I guess? Alright, fuck. That's one way not to lie.
I don't like this. Do not like it one damn bit.
You see shit?
If I see shit, you'll be the first to know.
I'm nervous.
Stay frosty.
I got nerves, man. I feel like this guy. he's sick or something. What you see the faces he's making?
Something ain't right, man. I don't feel right.
Joe, what's going on, man?
What the fuck?
Jesus. Medic, what do I do, man?
Oh, they're both getting sick. What the fuck is going on? I'm trying to think if there was any food or water. It's Ophelia! She works in the kitchen! Or she's probably not working in the kitchen yet. Never mind. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on right now. I'm just trying to think. I feel like she knows. She did it.
Jimmy, it's Coop, man. We need you back at the camp.
Fucking, oh my god! Oh shit! The way they underestimated Walker's group is not even fucking funny. The way Jeremiah underestimated Walker's group, it's not even fucking funny.
Stay inside.
How are they getting, I'm trying to figure out how they're getting poisoned though. Nick. Yep.
You okay?
Yeah.
Shit, stop it.
What?
Ophelia, what's her?
No. I knew it.
It's okay. Alright.
They're just gonna end it like that? Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. I didn't even write any notes for that one. Hold on. I gotta fucking write that down. So, how did she get, was it like an airborne, an airborne powder? Did she put it in drinks? How did she make this where it was the soldiers that were infected? I wonder how she did that. But Jake must have been a part of it, right? He was there. Like, did he not see? I wonder if they beat up Ophelia and did all that shit behind the scenes, like away from Jake. So Jake genuinely thought that they beat up Ophelia and that was his fault. Oh! But if Madison kills Ophelia at all for this, then Daniel's gonna come back with some vengeance, and then Daniel's gonna have beef with Madison. The way I don't fuck with Madison this episode, the way I didn't fuck with Madison this episode, it's actually not even funny. And I know some people might come, say, oh, it's like they had her daughter hostage. What else was she supposed to do? Like that's the right thing to do. What would you do if they had your kid? A part of me understands why Madison wanted to do it. I don't understand why she did it. Why she pulled the trigger. She's trying to you know it's a problem when you're using Troy to justify it. Did you hear her? Troy backed me. Troy wanted to do it. Troy was okay with it too. Madison, Troy is a psychopath. He's crazy. He's not in the right mind. So you feel justified in what you're doing because Troy's got your back? Troy wants to do it too? That's a different kind of delusion. To find reason in what you're saying because somebody else is agreeing with it. And it's not a good somebody. It's somebody that has not good brain processing skills, clearly. Because his response when people disrespect him is killing. I just didn't like the decisions that she made this episode. Very idiotic and stupid. You put the whole group in danger for what? Everybody got killed now and turned into walkers for what? You can say that Ophelia was the one that poisoned all them, but you started the fight, Madison. You can't just show up to somebody's fucking campgrounds, kill their people, take your daughter, and think there's no repercussions. Right? And I am convinced, I am beyond convinced, whenever the fuck we find out what the Ottos did to this family, what the Ottos did to this group of Native Americans, Madison's gonna even look stupider Over here calling Walker brutal, cruel, a killer. You don't even know him. So he's cruel, he's brutal, he's a killer, but Troy's not? Jeremiah's not? Walker's cruel, but Jeremiah's not. Walker's a killer, but Troy's not. Like, do you fucking hear yourself? Does she hear herself? I feel like I'm getting too passionate about it. Like I'm probably like, it's like, it's probably like it's not that deep. But to me, it's like it is that deep. Because like I like Madison, and 9 out of 10 times, even if I don't necessarily agree with her reasoning, I always understand. I always understand where she's coming from. This one is she just is stupid. You're finding the logic and you're okaying your decisions based off a crazy person's opinion. Like that's crazy. That's crazy that she's justifying going after the group to Jeremiah and to Jake because Troy had your back with the decision. Like, you hear yourself, Madison, the guy who woke you up out your sleep with a knife to your neck. That's the guy that's on your side and is reasoning with you, and everybody else is wrong. Like, she has to see it, right? Like, she has to see it. Like, she has to see that she's letting her mom bias-y cloud that opinion. She made that decision because Alicia was there. If anybody else would have been there, she wouldn't have thought twice. She probably even would have been like, no, let's not do that. Let's try to talk it out. But she's such a bias and hypocrite when it comes to her own children. It's not even funny. And I understand, like, she's a mom, that's her kid. She's gonna do whatever she can to protect them. Of course she's gonna go fucking get her daughter. Like, that might be what some people are thinking or what she's thinking. And I get that. But I'm so also like, you gotta look at the bigger picture. It's not just about you and your kids. You have to look at the bigger picture. It's not just about you, Madison. It's a whole group of people. You just joined this group. And you put everybody at risk for your own family, for your own kid. Now several people got turned into walkers, got killed, are now dying. Now we're now officially at war. More people are gonna get killed. We're gonna have to go into fighting now. Because of you. Because of Troy. I mean, what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. You guys started this. And now Jeremiah, sitting here not listening to what Jake was saying, and has been underestimating the Walker's group this entire time. So now Walker's group is going to pull up on these people while the sick and the Walkers are like taking them on. And then she's going to pick up whatever's left over. It's going to be so fucking easy to take over this group now. Like, Madison, like, I'm just, like, frustrated with her. I really am. I wish, like, even Alicia was like, I was not in danger. You should have just left me there. Like, Madison and Troy are the only ones that think this was a good idea. Like, Nick decided to go, too, because he was like, we gotta save her. But, like, I think he would have understood the decision to not get her right away either. If that makes sense. I could think if Madison would have been like, no, I trust Alicia. She said that she wanted to stay and this was the right decision. We have to trust Alicia to make that decision. But Madison doesn't trust her children to make decisions. That's the problem. Her children are adults, but she treats them like they're 5-year-olds. She doesn't trust them to make their own decisions. She constantly hovers over and micromanages how they do the stuff that they do. How they decide to process stuff, how they decide to go through stuff and do stuff. She's constantly telling Nick no, constantly telling Nick that he shouldn't do stuff, always worried about him. Should I be worried about you? Are you okay? When it comes to Alicia, oh, you should be doing this. Oh, live life, do this, that. It's like let your children go through this process, how they're going to go through it, Madison. You cannot control them. She's so controlling. I'm like slowly realizing it. She's bossy and controlling. And there's parts of that I like because it ends up helping out in the long run of things. You know what I mean? Like, it ends up being a benefit in the long run because her decisions end up actually being able to benefit us. But without Travis being her, like, meteor without Travis being her conscience, almost being like giving her a different POV, she just is consistently seeing it her way. And I get the conversation she had with Strand like several episodes ago, probably in the second season, where she told Strand that she's been chasing after Nick since the moment he was born. She's been losing the grip on Nick since the moment she had him. Like, he's always been trying to get away from her and like slipping through her fingers type thing. So I feel like, and I'm sure her husband or ex-husband killing himself also plays into how controlling she is and plays into why she is the way she is. And I'm not going to get all deep on Madison and stuff like that. But, like, I'm just trying to understand her reasoning and why she does the things that she does. Because, again, forever, she's such a fucking complex and conflicting character for me. Like, I don't love her. She's not a character that I love. But she's so goddamn interesting. Whether I like what she does or not, she's an interesting character. And the fact, like, even if I don't agree with it, it was interesting to see it. I just think it's fucking, like, she's being stupid. Not that, like, the show is being dumb for writing that. It's the fact that it's realistic that she did it. I'm not, you know what I mean? I understand the idea of why she did it. She's just fucking stupid. She started the whole war when she didn't need to. And that's the part that, like, is so frustrating. And Troy is just Troy. I can't fucking stand that kid. He's a psycho. I'll put a pin in it right now. We're gonna end the 8 seasons. I won't like this kid. It will take a fucking miracle for me to like this kid. A fucking miracle. Because he's so shitty in so many ways. He's not a good person. He's not a good brother. I don't want to say he's not a good son, because he is a good son. His parents just don't appreciate who he tried to be. So I'll give him that. But he would not be a good leader. If he was a leader, he would not be a good leader. I'll say that right fucking now. Madison can, fucking butter his fucking ass up all she fucking wants. He would not be a good leader. Pinning that right fucking now. Unless he changes how he handles situations, he would never be a good leader. He's too confrontational. You cannot always go into situations with conflict. Just like, was it Travis that said it? How it's so much easier to talk yourself out of I'm thinking of Handmaid's Tale. But there's a quote in Handmaid's Tale, and it's so telling to this. It's easier to talk yourself into a war than it is to talk yourself out of easier to talk yourself into a conflict than it is easier to talk yourself out of a conflict. So, like, I'm just so interested to see where this season goes. I feel like I could blab all day about that one, because that episode got me heated. Like, the next couple episodes are gonna be so fucking wild. They're either gonna pick up right where we left off in episode 8, or they're gonna do that shit where we're gonna focus on somebody else, and then we'll go back to the rest of the story in the next episode. Like, we're probably either gonna see Strand or Daniel, and they're gonna get like some solo time next episode, I'm sure. I would like to just go right off to what we left off on, but I could see them doing episode 8 of like following Strand or something like that, and episode 9 following Daniel, and then maybe episode 10 we all get together again. And then they could make it where they panned it out a little bit for the fight not to be until later in the season. But who knows what they're going to do with the rest of the season. Because the way I see it, the fight could be leading up for the next 2 to 3 episodes. We could be getting a whole fight. But there's 16 episodes this season. We're going to be on episode 8. So that only leaves so many episodes left for us to watch. But it's more than like 6. So you would think that they would have it kind of more, so something else must wrap up at the end, probably to lead into the 4th season, you know what I mean? So I'm interested to see how that goes. But I think that's the best thing I can do with this season, this episode, Don't forget, again, I do have Patreon down in the description below if you want to check these videos weeks to months ahead of YouTube. And again, I will be live in the comment section eventually, just waiting until I finish the show to avoid spoilers. But until next time, y'all have a good one. Deuces.